What a beautiful sight. Don't you want to just see that when you wake up in the morning? And then you have the stinky elves. The stinky high-nose elves. SkarBrand-chan is the site that sent me this replay. And boy, do I enjoy seeing the slaughter brutes. They suck, but we're going to find out if they still suck after the update and everything. And just a preference, this replay is against Writer Rohan, who also submitted this to Dav on his channel. So if you've already seen this, you already know what happens. But if you haven't, it's definitely worth checking out. And even if you have, maybe you still like seeing what's going on. Maybe you want to get some insight, some thoughts, who knows. Maybe you just like me, I don't know. Either way, let's get down to it. So High Elves have brought monsters, they brought Cav, Skirmish Cav. So Slaughterbrut's gonna have a real rough time with all the shooting. And Tyrion himself. Tyrion is on his horse and he's gonna do his horsey things. SkarBrand-chan, plenty of Marauders to take on the point. And this is Landbattle, not Conquest, so this is gonna be very interesting. The Illyrian Reavers, yeah. I'm not sure what he's doing with the dogs. They're a bit out of position. I get he wants to get out of the way of the skirmishing, but because they will absolutely mess up those dogs. Just one volley from each should do some pretty respectable damage. I guess he really doesn't like their positioning, and I don't like it either. Really just out there. They should be behind the lines, ready to countercharge, maybe just shoo away for the Slaughter Brute. And without there being like a point for him to capture, like in Conquest, is very awkward. Exalted here to also back up the Slaughter Brutes. You got a Chaos Sorcerer Nurgle with that healing, and already even the Reavers, when they fight, are still pretty good at dealing with Hounds. 34 melee defense on light cav like that is actually really good. And the other dogs get caught, and this is just big mishap here. Other than that, going down in the center, two Slaughter Brutes trying to beat up on Tyrion. And it looks like the hero as well. There's a whole lot of mess going on. And it doesn't seem like they're really connecting, although Tyrion is no joke. He's damn near Archaon level, if not better, in terms of stats. An absolute duelist to the end. Monster Slayer. He is a Chad among Chads. And the Slaughter Brute, even with 63, 65 melee attack, they're still not barely putting hits on him. And that's with the hero included too. And they're doing respectable damage for sure. No healing. Lore Metal, which kind of makes sense. Yeah, the Lore Metal, Searing Dooms, Plague of Rust for big targets, and the Reavers to shoot into those big targets would be easier to deal with. So once they're tired, they lose a certain percentage. Hit them with Plague of Rust for like 30 to 60, you get their armor down to damn near 0, if not 0. Something like these Slaughter Brutes. So yeah, works out pretty well. Searing Doom for those big Chaos Warrior blobs, possibly great weapons. All that shenanigans. A lot of tricks these elves have. But were they ready for the brute healing? We'll see. Khorne and Nurgle seem to get along, although they don't like healing. Khorne don't like healing. He has sub-healing, but they don't like it on the other end. But when it happens, it's beautiful. And here comes a nasty Searing Doom. Right on top of those Chaos Warriors. That wasn't that bad. It didn't last as long. Thought it'd be a lot worse. Fireborn now, trying to duke it out with the Sorcerer. That's a very compromising position. The Slaughter Brute need to get over there right now and come help them out. Although, Fireborn aren't actually doing that great. And this is kind of the price you have to pay for taking metal. You don't have your Cav lasting as long, your monsters, your SCs, all that goodness. And, yeah, Overcast of Flesh, you have two Slaughter Brutes actually sounds pretty brutal. And an Exalted Hero and the Lord in the late game, that could be really rough. Although, there's a lot of fire attacks here. We got Tyrion with the Fire Sword, the Fireborn themselves. Reavers, I think, have fire? No, I don't think they do. And then you have the Phoenix. I think the Phoenix might have fire, we'll see. Tag along there. Spears. This is a very strange fight, too. Though not going too bad. Still, just having a cycle charge into these beasts as they also cycle charge. Unfortunately, yeah. Once the Fireborn go, it's really going to be up to Tyrion and the Phoenix to deal with all this nonsense. The Reavers are pretty low on ammunition themselves. And yeah, I don't really see how else the High Elves can really deal with this. Oh, he also had Seekers of Slanesh too. Oh, they got crunked pretty hard. Yeah, he should have had the Seekers of Slanesh also with the dogs. That would easily get rid of these Reavers. Just hammer and anvil. I think he was thinking about doing it, but the Reavers had to be, unluckily, the Reavers happened to be on the side with the dogs, not the Seekers. Always try to hide your dogs, people. You never know who's going to try to mess with them. These Chaos good boys don't like being petted. And then the Elves try to put them down. Nice little Phoenix ability there. I forget what it's called. It's great at just clearing out these hordes of infantry, these mobs. And this is the beauty of the High Elf build. It's just straight up skirmish. Run away, try to fight, so on and so forth. I don't even know why you really bring infantry at this point. I mean, I understand you want to, like, put a buffer between the Slaughter Brute and everything, and you can't bring nothing but Seekers, so... yeah, there's not really too many great choices how you want to deal with High Elves in land battles. I guess you can go with... I'm thinking, why not have Horse Masters to deal with Reavers? They actually do pretty well. They're solid armor. I think it's more armor than the Reavers, and their damage is pretty good. They can go into SEs, and then just fill the rest up with Marauders to just screen out. Just have Marauder Horse Masters and some dogs to just poison Warhounds to try to trap in anything. And ooh, look at that! Slaughter Brutes are slapping Tyrion pretty hard. Tyrion doing on top of the Slaughter Brute? Well, it's gonna hit more of those Chaos Warriors. Could have pulled out more towards the left so the Reavers could have actually fell into those. And you can just see the High Elves, they are out for blood. There's not too many Marauders left or Chaos Warriors. Looks like Chaos Warriors on the ground there, yeah. And it's just a straight up war of attrition now, which Nurgle and Khorne seem to do pretty well at. Reavers are running pretty low on ammo, although they're not really getting any shots in, since the tree line's kind of weird and blocking them. But those Slaughter Brutes are healing pretty good. Although the fire is helping out against the Fleshy Abundance. You probably caught it there, maybe. How are these Fireborn still alive? Jeez! Yeah, as soon as they go to the Fireborn, he just comes in and charges with the Reavers. Luckily, these Slaughter Brutes aren't breakable, otherwise this would have been a nightmare for it. He just has to keep that damn Sorcerer close by. It's two big doggo bodyguards with swords pinning out their back. Tyrion duking it out with the Nurgle Hero, and winning thanks to the Reavers breaking them down. And Tyrion is absolute ball breaker. I would go help that hero, just help him out. Nope, he's dead. He's dead. He ain't gonna be in Warhammer 4. Alright. Tyrion coming in, trying to finish the job on this Sorcerer. Slaughter Brutes need to stay on Tyrion's ass and that Phoenix. Ooh, and the Phoenix got slapped pretty good, too. As long as these boys stay unbreakable, yeah, these Reavers aren't going to do much to them. Is that another fat heal? I think it is. Fleshy going down. And yeah, those boys charge at the Slaughter Brute that's healing, and they're going to just get trampled over. And then, what is going on? Does Tyrion have healing? I could have sworn he had less HP. Man, and though Plague of Rust, this is actually making me think Plague of Rust is a lot better than... I never take Plague of Rust, but now seeing this, I might have to take it more often. Really helps out with those SEs with medium to even heavy armor, I guess. If you're walking, go with Horse Masters, do some actual serious work. Man, and looking at the value too, Slaughter Brutes at damn near 3,000. One of them goes down, no! It's just a Slaughter Brute and its owner. And once the other brute goes down, that's pretty much GG's, folks. Well, I think we're going to be done here soon. It's just Tyrion coming back to life, too. Jeez. Look at that. Oh, it's so gross. Like, what do you do? How do you stop that? Ugh. Stupid, sexy Tyrion. Maybe instead of bringing in Nurgle Caster, bring in Final Trans, knowing you're going to get hit with Slaughter Brute, but then you don't have healing for your Slaughter Brutes. So yeah, and I think it's pretty ballsy bringing in Slaughter Brutes as well with how much shooting there was. But they did alright. It's not the worst. Definitely like the effort put in there. Alright, folks, we're at the end of the video here. If you liked the video, please like, sub, Follow me here on YouTube. We're on the road to 2,000. Come hit me up on the stream when we have games going on, whether to show some love or play some games. Alright, with all that said, I hope you guys have a good one. Peace, and goodbye for now.